Good morning there, fellow YouTubers. So today I figured I'd show you a little bit about my setup, what I have for my nomadic journey. As you can see, I'm driving a 2014 Dodge Journey. It's got V6, get great gas mileage. And you can see there's a little something on the top of it. Well, that is a 400 watt solar panel. And you might be asking, well, why do you have a solar panel on top? Well, because you're going to need some electricity when you're on the road, especially when you're not staying at a hotel or something. And so it powers up what's called a Blue Eddy AC 200 Max power station, which when full and combined gives me about 2,000 watt hours. If you will, of electricity. So it's fantastic. As you can see, I have it hooked up right now to make my coffee in the morning. I make two 16-ounce glasses or cups, if you will, of coffee every day in that to start my day. And in case you're wondering, they're not just sitting, that coffee pot's not just sitting there. I do have a two-sided flexible tape that's holding them together, and the same thing with the coffee itself. And I even have connected between these two with Velcro, so you can see that when I take the coffee off, I can take the whole thing. I can get my filters out of there as needed, and then I can just place it back on top, and killing two birds with one stone. Got my coffee scooper, some extra coffee for the road, and then a few food items that I keep here. This is kind of my dry storage area, and I'll delve into more of the underside of what you're seeing here in another video. And here you can see I have a 5-inch thick mattress with a 1-inch memory foam top, and it provides me a very comfortable night of sleep. It's 30 inches wide and 72 inches in length, which fits my body just perfectly. Obviously, I got the blankets, and I've got some video tools that are sitting on top of it right now. They have their own place. I do have a chair that I'll pull out when I get to parks and places like that where I just want to relax and hang out. Obviously, there's my pillows. And now up front here, you can see the blue contraption there. That is my fridge cooler, if you will, and that's powered one of two ways: either through the DC plug when I'm driving, and that saves on the watt hours on my power station, or when I'm parked with the power station itself. It can suck up a lot of juice, so I kind of watch how I run it and when I run it, and I try to use the DC as much as possible. I'll just swing around here to the back and open up the side compartment, just kind of give you a little bit of a hint of what's going on here. So underneath you can see I have closed storage, and beyond that I have more closed storage, and I'm using the vacuum seal bags to do it. In that white bag in front, that's just some laundry detergent and the like. I have black velvet screens on both sides that when apart can cross the entire vehicle and provide me an element of privacy while I'm in the back. Or I can just put on the shades that are actually created for this vehicle, so they fit very snugly. As you can probably notice below here, I have what looks like a tripod, and that's exactly what it is. You utilize every bit of space as possible. These are my dirty laundry. Down here I also store water, and I don't know if you can see it, there's a trash can there that can, in an emergency, serve as a toilet. Just make sure you double bag it upon completion, and I can do so quite comfortably in the vehicle. I'm just not going to give you a demonstration. And here on each side I've put little hooks. That allows me to keep my jacket or other things out of the way as needed. Close that side up. swing around to the other side. And here is that fridge I was telling you about. So I open it up and you can see I've got some goodies in there, staying nice and cool. Nothing's gonna spoil on me. This little container here, I have tightened down to the platform itself. And that's just where I keep spare change. And it's also where I put the stuff that's in my pockets in the evening while I'm going to sleep. Additional camera equipment. This is a little tiny vacuum cleaner that I purchased, which is very good. It's actually a blower or a cleaner. But when I'm taking clothes in or out of the vacuum sealed bags, it's something that just allows me to put a vacuum back onto it when completed. Beyond this curtain here, more storage. So it might look like it's a mess to you, but to me it works out perfect. I've got water down here. I have toilet paper down here. In this container here, I have my Walls hair clipper. Yes, I cut my own hair on the road. Every once in a while I'll ask someone who's walking by or in the neighborhood if they'll do the cleanup cut in the back to prevent me from making any huge mistakes. These are the, you can see the Honest, those are the disinfectant wipes that I buy. You can purchase them at Walmart. And you see that container there? That's in case of needing to, you know, do a number one during the middle of the night and you don't want to exit your vehicle, right, and draw attention to yourself. You can see that little compartment is empty right now. That's typically where I have tissues, and I'll replace that today. Beyond that, you know, you might be able to tell there from the top, but yes, I have a denture, and so that's the container that I put it in. And then I also take some medications and also have some available, you know, for headache, etc. So you'll find a place for everything in this bag. This is where I keep all my toiletries and the like. So yeah, that kind of gives you a rundown. And obviously these seats can go up, back, whatever. And I move them up a little bit when I go to sleep at night. And if I'm trying to be stealthy about it, I will actually leave them almost as is and then just pull the curtains across, and I still got plenty of room. And it just makes it look like the vehicle is parked there. Front seat, so you can see down there something red. Well, that red is a hoodie that belonged to a friend of mine, someone, her name is Mary, who taught me a lot about photo editing in a very short period of time, and she offered her time freely. And she just left a positive, lasting impression with me. And she passed, you know, this past year. And I told her parents and her husband that I'm going to take her along for the ride on this trip. And I will most likely visit her parents when I get to New York State. So here you can see, again, another camera bag, more camera equipment. And you'll see wires coming out. One of those is for an auxiliary, the other is a USB charging port. And up here I have the iPhone mount that charges at the same time. So that kind of gives you a cursory idea of what my ride looks like. And I'm sure there'll be many iterations, you know, coming. So until next time, this is Franchi. Have a good day.